Good evening, everyone. We are here for our final game on track 2. We are seeing the Northern Pikes versus the Medicine Hat Inferno. On the Pikes today, we have 0 official mascot, 138 QT Sly, 15 no elbows, 191 Rhubarb Crisp, 21 Pterodactyl, 239 The Mystic, 369 Dynamite, 474 Hell's Wood, 64 Goldeneye, 665 Crazy D, 77 Bada Hill, 85 A Ball Ish Her, 87 Kitty Creamer, 89 Pip, 91 Mac and Squeeze, and 92 Dark Wheel Duck. For our Inferno, we have 00 Dodger Balls, 002 Panic, 14 Bashan Bindi, 15 Everton, 24 Russian, 5 Case Lamia, 68 Squirrely Dan, 696 Yummy Mummy, 814 Carnage Queen, 840 Haven, 98 Smash. And we have our first whistle will go here in 14, 12, 10, anytime now. And it looks like our first jammer out will be official mascot going up against Dodger Balls. Oh, fist bump off the line. It looks like we have some very intense conversation going on over by the Genuine penalty box. There is still time to also vote for your overall tournament MVP for Flat Track Fever. There are QR codes throughout the building. We'll be open for voting up until the end of this game and the game that is currently happening on track 1, which is the All-Stars versus Fight Club. That is quite an exciting and fast-paced game. If you have a chance, you should walk over there and check that one out as well. It looks like the conversations are done. We may be getting underway shortly. And there's the rolling whistle. We are going to see some derby. And there goes the whistle. We have Dodger up to the line. Official mascot. And official mascot is out first for your lead jammer. Dodger Balls shortly behind. And official calls it off before any points can be had. Now it looks like up for the Pikes is Goldeneye and Everton for the Inferno. It's a matchup of really tall jammers. And as the whistle goes, we see Everton juking back and forth, working his way through those blockers. GoldenEye pushing through, and he gets awarded lead jam sandwich. Oh, we spoke too soon. GoldenEye is off to the box for a forearm penalty. Everton comes out and is now been awarded lead jammer. Everton works easily through the pack. We see the Pikes setting up. With a little bit of juke, Everton's in through turn 3, coming around for more points. Little juke to the outside. Everton clean through. And GoldenEye just sneaks quickly through the pack. Everton back into the pack again, going through. All the blockers, calling it off. For a 16-point jam. Now we have Mystic coming up to the line, jamming for the Pikes. Going up against 840 Haven. And quickly, Haven making short work, going through the pack. Mystic speeding up, coming through, and he's out through the pack as well. Rounding turn 3, Haven calls it off before they can even get around to the pack again. This is some very quick derby. Now we have Dark Wheel Duck versus Dodger. Lining up to the Trail Appliance jam line. See a little bit of juking, a little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving. And Ducky's out of the pack first. A little hard hitting, body's hitting the floor. Dodger's still in the pack, pushing his way through, trying to get through that apex. Ducky rounding the corner, coming on through. What a quick run on that inside line. Dodger's still in the pack, pushing and hitting hard. Coming out on the outside. Ducky just breezes through there. And it looks like we have Rhubarb Crisp lining up against Everton. We have one blocker in the box for the Inferno, giving the pack advantage to the Pikes. Little bit of juking going along. And Everton's working his way through along that outside edge. Rhubarb Crisp pushing the pack forward. And Everton is out on the inside line, given the lead jammer status. Rhubarb Crisp being run back by Bashing Bindi. Working together with Case Lammy to keep him out the back of the pack. Everton racing forward, coming through turn 2. Rhubarb Crisp still working his way in the back of the pack. And we have Smash going off to the penalty box for a directional penalty. Everton just quickly breezing through on that inside line. We have Bash and Bindi also going off to the box now. Rhubarb Crisp just coming around, turn 2. And the jam is called. Looks like we have Dodger balls sitting on the Trail Appliance Jam line, going up against official mascot. We have 2 Inferno blockers in the genuine penalty box, so pack advantage once again going to the Pikes, and we have a timeout. During this timeout, we would also like to mention that there is still a fundraising going on at the Chinook City merchandise table. We are doing throw a pie at a junior roller derby player. You can bid on April Sour's Most Grade or Killer Cupcake and throw a pie at their face if you win the bid. And this jam has started. Official mascot, easy, quickly through on the inside line. It looks like actually the Pikes are on a power jam with Everton in the genuine power box. Penalty box. Official mascot making quick work of the 2 blockers that are left on the track. And now it looks like the penalty box has been cleared. Now we have Dodger balls on the line against GoldenEye. Both jammers hit the pack. GoldenEye with a little spin, backwards maneuver out through the pack. Oh, and he is called for a cut track penalty. Dodger has been given lead jam status. We see the blockers forming up in turn 1. With a bit of a sweep, Dodger is through that turn and past all the blockers, coming around for his 4 points. Dodger calling it off before GoldenEye can make it to the pack. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our refs and our skating officials. Without our refs, without our skating officials, and without our volunteers, we just couldn't simply do derby. And it looks like we have Haven lining up against the Mystic. The Mystic feeding Haven into that pack. Very tight pack. And the Mystic runs on the outside, coming around turn 2. Haven still working hard at the back of the pack, trying to push through. The Haven Mystic juking through all the blockers, trying to use a small size to get past everybody. Haven's still working at the back of the pack. And the Mystic is through for 4 points. Haven pushing hard. We have Smash going off to the box for a penalty. And we have Abolisher also going to the genuine penalty box. We have Everton lining up against Dark Wheel Duck. For our 8th jam. Everton juking through, and Duck with a quick hop gets lead jam status. Coming around turn 3, Everton hot on his tail. The pack speeding along, making the jammers race to catch those points. And Ducky calls it off before Everton get to the pack.
looks like we have Dodger lining up against Rhubarb Crisp. We still have one blocker from each team in the genuine penalty box, so it is even back advantage. We have Dodger running into the tripod, working hard back and forth. Rhubarb Crisp just pushed to the outside. Dodger still pushing that tripod forward, and he gets through. Dodger with lead jam status. And we have 3-6-9 going to the penalty box. We also have the Pikes Jammers also in the penalty box. This will be a power jam for the Inferno. Dodger making his loop around the track, coming in. With a quick little bean dip, keeping those skates on the inside of the track. Fancy footwork. Rhubarb Crisp now coming back out of the box, racing down the track. Smash with a nice hit to the outside. Dodger back at the pack, trying to tiptoe his way around that corner. Getting caught, pushed outside. Rhubarb Crisp coming outside the other end of the pack. And Dodger calls off the jam. Looks like we have a new jammer out for the Inferno. That looks like it is 2-4 Russian going against official mascot for the Pikes. There goes the whistle, a little tiptoeing up to the jam line. And we have official trying to skate through. Gets caught just onto the outside and is run back by K. Slamya. Russian still at the back, working quickly on those feet. And with the inside line, they have lead jam status coming on through. Official still in the back of the pack, trying to work their way through. Bash and Bindi missing with that big hit. Official mascot clear of the pack, coming around as well. Russian now in the position to get points, skating in. Working their way to the outside. And calling off the jam before Official can get to the pack to get any points. And it looks like we have Golden Eye versus Everton. It's like the two 6-foot plus jammers against each other. Just really tall people. There goes the whistle. Everton just pushing his way through, juking, jamming, and the inside line, and he is out. Shortly followed by Golden Eye, racing down and going to try to see if he can catch Everton. The pack starting to speed up. Everton's racing through. Quick footwork, just making quick work of that pack. A lot of high fives and hugs at the end of the whistle there. That's one of the great things about Derby. Even when you're on the opposite team, everybody still loves each other. We all do this for fun. Now it looks like we have the Mystic versus Dodger. It's kind of like age versus youth. I'm rooting for Dodger, only because I'm an old guy. I know it looks like Mystic is trying to push his way through the back of the pack. Dodger pushed back by Crazy D. That got her a directional penalty. She's now off to the genuine penalty box. Dodger working his way through the front of the pack on the outside edge. And it looks like Dodger has lead jammer. Age wins over youth. Still working his way through. Oh, but Mystic is first out to the front of the pack, even though Dodger has lead jam status. Still working his way through the players, and Dodger calls it off. And it looks like we are getting an official review from the Pikes. So obviously the Pikes saw something that happened that they don't like. They're going to ask the refs to discuss. This is why I wish we could mic up the center so I could hear what they're talking about. Hells, go run out there and tell me what's going on. No, don't actually do that. I don't think you can. That's the one bad part of being the announcer in the back corner. You got to kind of guess what's going on here. This would probably also be a good time to mention that we are still doing our raffles. We're still accepting raffles at the Chinook City merch table. We have some wonderful prizes to give away. There's a dine and stay package from the Carriage House. There are 4 general admission tickets for Callaway Park. Fit Set Ninja has given us 5 free gym nights. There's also a 1-year membership to the Hangar Museum. There's also prizes from Windsport and Family Mini Golf. Tons of great things to be won. You have to go visit the Chinook City merch table for your tickets. And it looks like our head ref is giving his official decision back to the teams. Still unsure. And it looks like we're going to go back to Derby here. We have Dark Wheel Duck going up against Haven in this Jam 13. Dark Wheel hitting that pack hard. Pushing through. Trying to get a hold of him. Dark Wheel Duck has lead jam status. Haven still at the back of the pack. Trying to work their way around quickly. And now they're outside as well, going through inside of turn 1. Dark Wheel Duck back in the pack. Oh, what a bean dip, like a 7-layer bean dip. Dark Wheel goes right through that pack. No problem not being touched at all. Oh, followed by a nice little apex jump by Haven. The Jammer's starting to pull out all the moves in this game. And Dark Wheel calls it off. It looks like we have Rhubarb Crisp going up against Everton. Skaters going up to the back. Rhubarb Crisp with a quick little step on the outside, getting right past the pack. Everton pushing his way through. Now Everton is out as well. Both skaters going around the track. The pack is starting to move through to turn 2. Rhubarb Crisp coming in, skating through, trying to get some points in. Calling it off quickly before Everton get to the pack. We're starting to look at some quick derby. It looks like we have Dodger out there for the Inferno. Going out against the Inferno will be official mascot. Our penalty box is currently empty, so we have full strength teams on both sides. There goes the whistle. Dodger pushing and shoving. Official just quietly tiptoeing up to the line. Skating on the inside out. And quick feet work. Outside of the pack they go. Looks like Dodger shortly out afterwards. Coming around turn 3. Pack starting to skate away. Who's going to get to the pack first? No, official says no. Official calls it off before Dodger can get to the pack. Looks like we have GoldenEye going up against Haven. Currently only 21 points between these two teams. Still a very close game. GoldenEye with some quick footwork going on the outside through the pack. Haven pushing hard in the middle of the pack. Bodies hitting the ground. And it looks like a penalty has been called on Haven. This will be a power jam for the Pikes. Golden Eye working his way through, calling it off. No. Oh, the jam is still over. It looks like Golden Eye will be going to the box. So in this situation, both jammers start in the box. The whistle will go. The white jammer is released. Golden Eye will be released as well. And now we play Derby. There we go. Golden Eye, quick footwork on the inside, making short work. It's lead jam coming out. Looks like Haven still pushing hard in that pack, trying to make their way through. The Pikes blockers hard, holding them back. Pushing to the outside. Golden Eye working hard. A little bit of a dip down on the outside of turn 2 to get through that pack. Haven at the back of the pack. Looking to her blockers for assistance to help clear out the Pikes to get them out of the way. Golden Eye racing into the pack. Clean through, a little bit of footwork, getting out, no problem. Squirrely tried to stop him, but Golden Eye just kept on going. And that is the end of that jam. We have another official review by the Gas City Inferno. They saw something that they did not like, so they are going to get the refs to review it and see if it works in their favor. During this official review, we would like to thank some of our sponsors. We have Alberta College of Massage Therapy that is over on track 1. They have some 15-minute sessions that you can sign up for to get a massage. We also have Beadworks by Karma, who is raising funds to go to the World Juniors in Australia this year. We also have Beat Generation, Calgary Junior Roller Derby, and Team Divergent, all with their own gear on track 1, where you can go buy some of their merchandising, as well as we have Derby Girl Chocolates, where She-Hulk and Addie Slam are also raising money to go to the World Juniors in Australia this year. There's also Full Mobility Chiropractic, if you would like to get your back straightened out. We have a lot of great vendors on track 1, so in between on halftime, feel free to go visit them. This is also a reminder because this is the last game of the tournament for both the Gas City Inferno and the Northern Pikes, that they will be receiving their MVJ and MVB awards. So make sure that you stick around after last whistle. We will be giving those out to the team MVJ and MVB for the weekend. And we heard the whistle, so that means we're going back to Derby. We have the Mystic, and it looks like we have Haven in the box. So they will be starting, the Pikes will be starting on a power jam. So Mystic fighting his way through the pack. Just at the top of the pack, Russian trying to stop him, and the Mystic is through with lead jam status. And it looks like Bash and Bindi has been called for a penalty, joining their jammer in the genuine penalty box. The pack racing away. The Mystic quick footsteps on the inside to get through for his 4 points. The Mystic coming around for the pack, trying to score some more points, trying for that inside line. Working his way on the outside corner, and he is through for another 4 points. The Haven in the middle of the pack, trying to work their way through, pushing and shoving, working their way, and the Mystic has called it. Without our medics, we would not be able to have roller derby. Our medics keep us safe. Looks like we have Dark Wheel Duck coming up to the line. The Trail Appliance Jam line going up against Everton. Our genuine penalty box is empty. We are going to see some full strength derby. With a little bit of jockeying in position on the line. We have both jammers pushing hard, working their way through. And it is going to be Dark Wheel Duck on the inside with Everton quickly chasing him down. Both skaters coming around on turn 4 right now. The pack racing away to make sure that the jammers cannot catch them. It's just going to be a matter of who gets there first. We have some juking and jiving, and Ducky calls it. Currently only 1 point separates these two teams in this 20th jam. We have Dodger going against Rhubarb Crisp. There's the whistle. We see Dodger pushing hard. Crazy D holding him back. Rhubarb Crisp working on that inside line. Dodger working on the outside line. It's going to be a matter of who gets out of the pack first. Dodger working hard with a hard hit to QT Sly. And Dodger is called on a high box call. He is going off to the genuine penalty box. Rhubarb Crisp is now assigned lead jam status. The team setting up in turn 3, getting prepared for the jammer to come in. Bash and Bindi with a stop. Rhubarb Crisp calls it. And with that jam, we have our official first lead change of the game. For those of you who don't know, a lead change in a game means a drink. It's also 6 o'clock at night on a Sunday. You could do that now. With the whistle gone, we see official mascot skating. We still have the white jammer. Dodger is in the penalty box. We have official working on the outside line, trying to make their way through that pack. Couple blockers in their way. Squirrely Dan trying to push on the outside. Smash with a big hit to the outside. Official on the floor in the ref lane. Gets back up. Dodger working that outside line as well. Dodger working their way through. At the front of the pack, bit of a spin, lead jammed straight into the penalty box. Some fancy footwork there. Official mascot just shortly out behind them, working their way through, coming into turn 3. Dodger calling it off for 2 points that jam. Now it is a tie game. This is some exciting derby. Who's cheering for the Pikes? It's a really quiet room, apparently. Who's cheering for the Inferno? Apparently, it's a very Inferno-heavy room here. There's Golden Eagle on the outside for lead jam with a little bit of a hop. Russian, not that far behind him. Coming in through turn 3. Pikes starting to skate, trying to keep ahead of each other. The Pikes setting up, getting ready for... Oh. Golden Eagle with the apex hop and a call off at the same time to get his 4 points. Pikes take the lead, 58-54. Still a very tight game. We have Mystic versus Everton. It's like a 6'3" jammer versus like 5' nothing, I think. I don't know. This is definitely a size thing here. I don't know. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving. Mystic working his way through the pack. Everton trying to work his way through this pack. Everton working through the top through blockers. Push and shove, and he's out on the inside line. Mystic racing through just past Bindi. Both jammers out. Everton coming in. A little bit of a juke right through the blockers and calls it off. And we have Dodger again, Stucky with the whistle blowing. Both jammers pushing hard. And it looks like Ducky's picking the inside line, and he is through for lead jam. Dodger with a little bit of a spin coming out of the pack as well. We have a penalty called. Crazy D going to the Genuine penalty box. Ducky coming into the pack. Dodger racing shortly behind him. And we have a call off. Looks like we have Rhubarb Crisp against Russian. Both jockeying around in the pack. Looks Rhubarb Crisp is on the outside. Lead jam status. Russian still in the back of the pack, working their way through the blockers. We have a whistle call. Looks like Squirrely Dan is going to the box. Russian pushed out by Abolish Her. Rhubarb Crisp just making a lap around to get his 4 points. We have both an Inferno blocker and a Pikes blocker coming back from the Genuine penalty box with one blocker still in there. My apologies. It is actually Carnage Queen that is jamming, not Russian. Carnage Queen. Carnage Queen hit to the inside by Crazy D. Rhubarb Chris coming around for another 4 points. Working his way through the pack. And calling it off. We have Everton coming up to the Tri-Oil Appliance jam line, going against Official Mascot. The Genuine penalty box sitting very empty at the moment. Both jammers are off. Everton with a quick juke going through the pack. Official Mascot jumping over Case Lamia, coming around on the outside. Both jammers out of the pack, now into scoring potential. Everton juking around, quick maneuvers, doesn't get touched, getting his 4 points. Official hitting the pack, coming through. Panic and Biddy doing their best to slow them down. Bash and Biddy getting a forearm call, going off to the Genuine penalty box. Official Mascot coming around to the pack, followed closely by Everton. Everton with a little bit of a shoulder sway, trying to throw off those blockers. Coming through for another easy 4 points. Everton with an apex jump. Another easy 4 points, bringing this into a 1 point game. Official Mascot pushing through. Coming through turn one. Everton now just dipping around, calling it off for another 4 points. Currently, it is 79-78, and it looks like we will be rolling into halftime here shortly. No. The Pikes have called a timeout. That means we will get one more jam. Followed by a whole bunch more jams after halftime. Don't forget, everybody, there is still time to vote for your overall tournament flat track MVP for the tournament. That is sponsored by Riddell Skates. That comes with a $250 gift card from Riddell for the winner of the tournament overall MVP. There is also still time to bid on Throw a Pie at a Junior. So if you would like to throw a pie at April Sours, Most Grade, or Killer Cupcake, go visit the Chinook City merch table and bid on which junior you'd like to throw a pie at. And here we are, getting our final jam in before halftime. We have Dodger versus Goldeneye. A little bit of jockeying around on that Trail Appliance jam line. Goldeneye trying to work the inside to the outside, and he saves it. Coming around turn two, lead jammer. Dodger still pushing hard, getting through, working that outside line. He's also through now. Goldeneye, with a little bit of a spin. Caught by Case Lambia, running him back through to turn one. Calling it off. We are at halftime. Even though that clock says 15 minutes, it is a 10-minute half. So make sure you are back here for some more exciting derby in 10 minutes. We are just winding down halftime here. Got about 30 seconds left, and then we will get starting into the second half of this game. Currently, the score is 82-78 for the Pikes. It's been a very back-and-forth game. This is our final half for the final game of Flat Track Fever 2025, and it has been an exciting one. Got Hollywood Phil pulling some moves as he walks through the track. There's the whistle. Getting our players all lined up. We have Bash and Bindi starting in the Genuine penalty box, followed by Dodger lining up on the Trail Appliance jam line with Mystic for the Pikes. There's a whistle. Derby is to go. Dodger working the inside line. Mystic working the outside line, and Mystic is out first. Rounding turn 2. Dodger's pushing through the pack, trying to get past those blockers. And Dodger is called for a cut penalty. That will be power jam for the Pikes. Try saying that 3 times fast. The Mystic working his way through those Inferno blockers. Bash and Biddy trying to hold him back. And it is through for 4 points. Mystic coming around turn 1, blowing a kiss out to the fans. Skaters trying to get off the apex. And the Mystic with a quick run through on that turn 4 for 4 more points. The Inferno trying to set up. Nice tripod in the front of the pack. And there is a handoff from Dodger to Russian. Now your jammer for the Inferno. The Mystic calling that off. It looks like we have Everton coming to the line against Dark Wheel Duck. There goes the whistle. Dark Wheel Duck pushing hard, getting right through those blockers. No problem at all. Racing around turn 2. Everton hot on his heels, racing, trying to chase him down. Trying to force that call off. Both jammers racing around the pack, racing around the track as well. And Dark Wheel Duck deciding to call that off. He's saying, no way, I don't want to race that pack. Something about traction. Maybe it's cardio, I don't know, somewhere in between. We have Dodger lining up against Rhubarb Crisp for the Pikes. Dodger with a running start, getting hit out by Crazy D. 665. Rhubarb Crisp working his way through. Case Lamia holding him back, and a push through. Both jammers out at the same time, but Rhubarb Crisp has lead jam status. Dodger beating him on the turn 4, trying to race into the pack. Rhubarb looking, waiting, and the call off before Dodger gets to the pack. Looks like we have Everton for the Inferno coming against Official Mascot. Both quick, jukey jammers. Going to try to make quick work of this pack. Let's see how it goes. There's the whistle. And they're both holding defensive positions, waiting for the pack to come back to them. Everton with a shove and pushes through the pack. Official trying to do the same maneuver. Gets through the pack as well. Both jammers are out. Everton with lead jam status. Quick spin on the outside. Calls it off. No points awarded. Oh, no. We have 3 points for the Inferno. Now we have Russian going up against Golden Eye. The Genuine penalty box is currently sitting empty, so both teams have full lines out there. There's the whistle. GoldenEye working that inside line. Russian in the middle of the pack. Pushing and shoving. Oh. And it looks like we will be calling this game early. Thank you to both our Northern Pikes and our Inferno team. The final score 92-81. As a reminder to both teams, please do not leave the track. We will be awarding your team MVJ and MVP for the weekend.